let's talk Portugal. Portugal had their second semifinal last night as well, until 4 a.m. or whatever it was. They just feel like longer than in previous years. But ultimately, they had 10 songs and then 6 went through. Let's remind ourselves once again, because it's so much fun. These were the songs that were in the running.
Das suas ideias, eu também, como tu, sei a versão verdadeira. Mas se a gente não sabe a história por inteira.
We're stuck in playground time, our first kiss outside, wishing you a good night over the phone. Our first fight, saying I love you like we didn't even know this again.
Construir lar, de onde vem o povo ainda só. I don't wanna live in a world full of hate. I think I'm not the only one who thinks the same. I'm sick and tired. Quero andar rente ao chão. Quero andar sobre a vida. Quero andar rente ao chão. Quando mais já deixei, ficou para trás. Já deixei o Satanás, já deixei o meu tormento para trás. Dizem que hoje em dia, quando a mente está vazia, o demónio pode entrar. E todavia que tem os teus males.
So we had the 10 songs, and I will say, with Edmundo, Bárbara, Ines, Evandro, Voodoo Marmalade, and Dapunksportif going through. The 6 songs that went through were my top 6. And the cool thing is, last week, the top songs were my top songs. So this, to me,
wow,
Portugal is my...
Someone has been buying SIM cards.
Just a little. I can't... This never happened before. Portugal and I are really in sync. Of course, now the final, they usually pick completely like my 7th favorite in the end, you know, but I am very, very happy about that. So how did you feel about the outcome in Portugal last night?
Yeah, there's one thing I would have changed.
Which one?
I think I was quite biased because I really liked the song going into it from Teresinha Landairo and Cante e Tempo. What a difficult thing to say. Either way, yeah, I get why I didn't go through in the first 5. And I mean, I also get why people will go for Dapunksportif as well. Just personally, I quite like that song. And I added it to my playlist, which rarely happens. So I would have liked that one to go through, but it would not have won anyway, I guess. So it's okay.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite in this group?
Like you just mean from the semifinal 2 ones?
Yeah, this first semi-2, and then we can go to the finals.
I really liked Evandro, and I really liked Voodoo Marmalade. I think those 2 were definitely a league above the other 4 that went through for me.
Okay. Yeah. My personal is Edmundo, probably from this semi. I think that one was my number 1. But the other songs that went through are nice, really nice as well. The question is, it sounds like to me, Roy, that your favorite is coming from the first semi?
To be honest, I don't really know. I just think Portugal in general this year is quite strong. but not necessarily like one song that is above the rest, but like the entire bulk of songs is the best. So I feel like every single day I am changing who my favorite is in Portugal. So I really like Ivandro. I think I really like Ivandro. I really like Food and Marmalade, but I also really like You Can't Win, Charlie Brown. I really like Sal as well. Churky would be great too. So there's a lot of food for Roy, to be honest.
Now, I think the fan favorite, I mean, on paper right now in the bubble, is Mimicat's song.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the one to beat?
I don't know, to be honest. It wouldn't be the one I would pick. I get why the fandom loves it. I don't know if that's necessarily reflective of Portugal, because they often tend to go for different songs than what the fandom really loves. So I don't know if it is the favorite, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. It is my personal favorite, probably. But I was going to say the exact same thing that you just said. Portuguese crowds don't always agree with what the internet wants. I mean, even think back Salvador Sobral. He didn't win the televote in Festival da Canção. So, clearly they made the wrong choice because Salvador Sobral. But yeah, so that's why I'm not convinced. And I know people saying, but she gets a lot of hype right now. That's all well and dandy, but it's also a different audience that watches Festival da Canção. But I would love to have Mimicat at Eurovision. It's just a different sound, and I love the energy of the song. And she was actually sick when she performed. She still did amazing. I can only imagine what she's going to sound like in, when she's not sick, hopefully next week. Any questions about Festival da Canção in the chat, by the way? So did you say, Roy, remind me, if this is, again, your national final, who should win next week?
You're making it difficult. I really liked. I can't choose.
All right, then I'm reading the chat first. Mimicat, Cláudia. It's all about Cláudia. Ivandro, so am I saying Inácio really impressed me last night, but he needs to improve his staging. More opinions. There's another Mimicat. So it seems as the chat wants a little bit more. Slightly on the Mimicat side.
I mean, that's reflective with what the fan favorite is to be. But like, I just really want You Can't Win, Charlie Brown. That would be really good. But I'd also love Viver. I think it was really good staging as well. I just think that with Mimicat, I'm not sure if that would qualify in Eurovision, because we already have a lot of up-tempo kind of songs in there. And I'm not sure if this would be the strongest that people would then vote for in Eurovision.
Yeah. I will say, though, what it's then, because it has a different feel for it, because it's not a pop song like the pop tracks. It's a little bit, I wouldn't call it acoustic, but it's a little bit more, a little
100%.
It's not going to compete like with the Cyprus fans or like Word to Lorraine to Win, that kind of genre, and they're all upbeat kind of thing. So it's a different kind of feel. So that's what I'm hoping. Neon Soho, somebody saying Mimicat, Cláudia and Mimicat. I love Ivandro's performance. Felt emotional after this performance. So yeah, I think that most people are thinking that.